Hello and welcome to the last video of this season. In this video, I'm going to show you where I dropped the most, and also I am going to be ranking the whole loot pool that was added in this season. I hope you will have fun, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so first up we have where I dropped this season. Light blue is going to be that I didn't drop much. Yellow is going to be that I dropped sometimes, but not that much. And red is going to be my most contested areas of the season. Okay, so first up in the red is where I dropped for my cups this season. And that was with my friend Fish. And we dropped mostly somewhere over here. And next up, my two favorite locations of this season are actually these two. They are right next to each other. They are restored rails and fencing fields. Alright, next up, a location that I dropped like a lot is Grimgate and Reckless Railways actually. I really like this location. Now we gotta connect these together, so mostly I went here. And I also kinda actually dropped Mount Olympus. I'm going to take this off also. And from Mount Olympus I mostly went like this. Alright, so now let's connect these together. Next location that I really dropped is here, Rebel's Roost. And these places over here. I don't know why did I start liking this place so much, but for some reason in this season I really loved the forest. So you get a mark of that and the path to here because I mostly went this path. Now let's get on to yellow, and the underworld is going to be yellow. I dropped that sometimes, but not too many times. Classy Courts is going to be yellow. Pleasant Piazza is going to be yellow. And this dock over here is going to be yellow. I dropped there sometimes when I played cups. I dropped on the dock. It's not too contested by me, but I dropped there. And also this little yacht is also going to be yellow. I also like to drop it there. Now let's get to light blue, the smallest one. We can easily eliminate like this whole down part over here. All of this is just light blue. I don't think I've dropped like a single game in Infinity Steps. Yeah, same with Grand Glacier. And we can take off this whole mountain area. We can take it off like this. Next up, these parts of the map with Lavish. For some reason I stopped liking Lavish and moved on to Rebel's Roost. And also this part, we can take off this part too. Take off next. We can take off this whole part right here. Didn't drop here, didn't walk right here much. This part too also didn't really drop and walk. Now I'm going to extend the red one, and I'm going to definitely just extend it to here. In the yellow I'm going to extend from the underground to Grim. I always took this path. It's the best path from the underground. Actually, I'm going to extend red to the Ship It factory. I actually really like this place. Drop that somewhere sometimes. And actually, I'm going to take off this Oracle Wishing Well. I didn't record many videos on it, but every time I did the challenge quest, always on this Wishing Well. Not this one, not that one, always this one, so it's going to be red. Now we can take light blue, and you can see, actually I'm going to put the yellow in this station, sometimes I was there. We can take light blue and look at this. All of this. It's going to be light blue. I didn't like these locations. Not at all. This also light blue. This is going to be light blue. Didn't work here that much. Okay, we can... Yeah, the Brawler's Battleground can get dark blue because I never dropped here. And this is how my map's looking. Now, let's see what have we got. So, we just tried like outline this thing of red. This kind of looks like a camel, yeah? It has the two spots, legs, this is his mouth. Yeah, we got a camel. So that was my drop map for this season. Didn't really expect it. Definitely didn't expect I would be dropping Rebel's Roast and Reckless Railways. I didn't like these two locations that much. And also Ruined Rails got so much better with Restored Rails. I love Restored Rails, they're so good. Alright, so next up I'm going to rank all of the weapons that were in this season. Okay, so the first weapon is the pistol. It was not introduced in this season, but it was in it, so yeah. I'm still going to rank it, and I'm going to give it B tier. It's not the worst gun of all, and it's not the best gun of all. Next up we have the Nemesis AR, and I actually kind of like this AR, so let's put it to A. The Warlock Warforged AR is, well, not the best, but I am still going to put it in A tier with the Nemesis AR. I think they are kind of like the same. Next up we have the SMG this season. It replaced the Hyper SMG, and this one is definitely going to the S tier. I love this SMG. Same with the Thunderburst SMG, and this Hammer Pump Shotgun is going to the A tier. It does some really good damage, but it's just not the bomb. Now we have this. I don't like this weapon. I don't even know how you call it. I don't even know its name, but I'm gonna put it in C tier because, yeah, I think it's ruined. After, like, one of the worst weapons in the whole game, we have one of the best weapons in the whole game. This is the Underworld Shotgun, and I love it. So let's put it in S tier. It is definitely the best shotgun of all of these three. The Reaper Sniper Rifle this season was alright. They really nerfed it, but I'm still going to give it B tier. Next up we have the Hunter DMR. Now this without a scope is probably one of the worst weapons in the game, but I'm going to say that we have a scope on this gun, and I'm going to give it A tier. I actually like this more than the sniper. It has a smaller bullet drop. Oh boy, the chains. I definitely didn't enjoy these. Straight to the F tier. Next on the list we have things from the Avatar collab. We have the Air Bending Mythic, which I don't think is that good. It was a good mobility item, but now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't really use it that much, and it's going to get C tier. Alright, next up we have water bending, and yeah, alright, next up is fire bending. I didn't really like it, I didn't use it that much. I don't think it was really strong. You could have done meme with it, but yeah, C tier. Earth bending. Now, a lot of people don't like this bending, but I actually really like it. I've always broke enemies' walls and then pushed their box, so Yeah, that's why it's going into B tier. Alright, so now we have the heals this season. We have the Flowberry Fizz, the Chuck Splashes, the Big Pots, the Small Shields, and these berries, Fizz berries. And plus there are also white heals that this tier list doesn't have for some reason. And then you have the medkits, the bandages, and the bananas. Also floppers and shield fishes were in this game, and meat. Before we rank these, let's say that medkits would have gotten an S tier, they are really good. Bananas will also get an S tier. Bandages will get a B tier. Floppers will get an A tier. And the meat will get a C tier. No, you know what? The meat will get an F tier. And there are also slurp fishes and small fries. So small fries are getting an F tier. And slurp fishes and shield fishes are getting an A tier. Let's get to the actual ones in here. Flowberry Fizz will get an S tier. I don't care what you say, it's the best mobility item of chapter 5. So yeah, I don't care what you will say, this is definitely the best. Next up we have the Chuck Splashes. And I'm going to put the Chug Splashes in the A tier. You know what? No. I'm gonna put them in the A. They were not too good, but they were not really that bad. They were actually kind of rare. I didn't really carry them, so yeah. A tier seems good enough. You know what? Chuck Splashes B tier. I don't care what you say. I didn't really carry them too much. Next up we have the Big Shield. They gave you 50 shields, and I'm going to put that into the A tier. Same with minis, they're also going to get the A tier. And now we have the Flowberries. The Flowberries will get C tier. I don't care what you say. They do 15 health per each Flowberry and give the Flowberry effect. The Fizz can give you the Flowberry effect 50 times. Next up, let's head on to the medallions, baby. Starting with the Hades medallion, which gave you Siphon. So you killed somebody and you will get some health and shields back. This is probably one of my favorite medallions of the season, and I gotta give it A tier. The next medallion is the Gringate Cerberus medallion, and this is getting S tier, no questions. It gives you so much mobility around the whole map, it's crazy. So yeah, S tier for this medallion for sure. The next medallion is the Ares medallion, and well, it increases your long-range weapons damage by like 2%. So an AR doesn't do 31 damage, they do 33 damage. Yeah, not really good. The last medallion we have is the Zeus medallion. And it gave you some really good mobility too, some good speed, and I really liked it, so it's getting A tier. Medallions this season weren't too bad, except for Ares one. They weren't too bad, I actually kind of enjoyed them, but last season's medallions were much better. Alright, we have ranked the chains, but let's rank the wings and the lightning bolts too. These items at the start of the season were super good, but now nobody picks them up. The wings let you fly. But there's one huge problem. The whole wing structure counts as a hit point where people can shoot and hit you. So it makes you basically a flying duck. See tier. Lightning bolts. You go in the air, you shoot 3 lightning bolts, each does 80 damage I think, and then you go down. At the start of the season, nobody could play around with this, but now they just pull out their SMG and you're basically dead because you can't build while throwing the lightning bolts. So for that reason I'm giving them C tier. Now let's head on to the collab. We have the Wookiee crossbow, the Star Wars blaster, and the Star Wars lightsaber. These weapons came with the collab, and the Wookiee bowcaster is a completely new weapon. Now, I've made a video about these weapons, I didn't play the lightsaber, but I made a video about these two weapons where I tried to only play them and get a victory royale. And yeah, the Wookiee Bowcaster gets a C tier. The Star Wars E11 blaster rifle gets an F tier. And the lightsaber also gets an F tier. Now we have to decide which weapon of this season was the best of all, and which weapon of the season was the worst of all. Now, the best item this season was probably water bending, but for me, it's actually the new shotgun. Yeah, this shotgun is nuts. It's one of the best shotguns we've ever had in Fortnite. But the water bending comes close second. So yeah, this was really almost a tie. But I think that this new shotgun is the best weapon of the season. Now for the worst weapon that was in this season. And I think I gotta give it to the E11 blaster rifle. It was pain trying to play this. You get no aim with this rifle, and it's a really bad rifle, dealing 30 damage. So yeah, definitely the worst weapon this season. If you want to share this tier list, go ahead and take a screenshot, but don't crop out my icon here. Alright, so this was the last video of Chapter 5 Season 2. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next season. Goodbye!